Screen led by head coach Freddie Murray. They are ready to take on and end the streak of Jackson State, who have won 8 straight, led by the head coach Tamika Reed. Jackson State ladies are balling. They're about to come up on your screen. It's a historical day right here on NBA TV. Yes, indeed. As we continue celebrating Black History Month, you are witnessing a first. 2 legendary historically black colleges, Jackson State and Grambling State, both on your screens today. And NBA fans, not NBA fans, college basketball fans, what's good? You are now rocking with the best. Ro Parrish here in Studio V, and it is a special presentation right now. It is HBCU Day right here, and we are bringing you 2 great games. And I'm here to engage, enlighten, and entertain with the man right here, the coach of the year in the NBA, and also is in the Georgia Hall of Fame.
How did you know that? You've been doing your research.
For his time at Mercer.
People don't know that.
He's been putting numbers up. So that's Sam Mitchell right there. And the lady that you see on your screen is used to running point. You used to see her in this chair. However, today is a little bit different. She is on the wing in a position that is very well suited for her.
Stephanie, you still the point guard. Rose's not the point guard.
No, hold up. I'm setting them up. Follow me where I'm going here. She is on the wing, and she is ready to shoot, and she is more than capable because she is an HBCU alum. She balled in college. Oh, and by the way, she's a championship coach. Stephanie Reddy is always ready and willing to shoot. How are you today, Steph?
Doing so well, gentlemen. I'm just so excited about this afternoon and this night that we have for NBA TV. It's historic, Ro, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it.
Indeed, and she's thrilled, and trust me, she usually runs the point, but she can get them shots up. She's going to ball today. Trust me on that one. Please believe. And I wanted to shoot every time. Well, as I mentioned, we are celebrating Black History Month. Jackson State, Grambling State, both the ladies and the men going back to back. We got both of those games. A lot of special surprises today. Plenty of guests. You're going to want to see it. But before we do all that, we got to set the scene. So let me send it to Ro Brown and Deuce McAllister.
Welcome to the Lee Williams Assembly Center on the campus of Jackson State University. It's SWAC basketball. The Grambling State University Tigers taking on the Jackson State University Tigers in the Southwestern Athletic Conference action. Hi, I'm Ro Brown, and joining me is Mississippi and Louisiana Hall of Famers all over the place, Deuce McAllister. Deuce, good to have you with us.
Doing well, Ro. How you doing?
It's a situation where you got 2 different kind of styles. First with Grambling, it's speed.
Yeah, definitely speed. I think when you think about Grambling, it starts with their guard play, their ability to be able to get penetrations, their ability to be handsy and create turnovers. That's something that Jackson State is going to have to be aware of.
Jackson State in the midst of a winning streak, a big win, and it's big, and big, dude.
Yeah, I definitely think so. When you look at Jackson State, Amisha Williams, that's really where it started at. Not only can she hurt you on the boards, but she can obviously score down low. That's where you have to be able to slow her down if you're Grambling State.
Jackson State is in the midst of an 8-game winning streak. So it's Jackson State, a battle of Tigers, the Blue Bengals from Mississippi and the Black and Gold ones from Louisiana. It's Southwestern Athletic Conference action. Back to the studio.
2 rows working together, and we're back here in Studio V. So we have to set things up. We're about to witness 2 teams that are very strong right now. Stephanie, starting with you, we know that this Jackson State squad, it all starts and begins with Amisha Williams, who is the reigning Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year in the conference.
Amisha Williams is a strong talent. I mean, she started off this season as being listed as one of the candidates for the Lisa Leslie Center of the Year award, which is a tremendous honor in any conference, but especially when you're coming from a smaller conference. She can do everything inside. She scores well. She blocks shots. She is their anchor inside the paint. Now, you look at her numbers, and they're not terribly gaudy, so you might wonder why. Well, she's not playing a lot of fourth quarters, guys, because they have been playing so well, as you mentioned, Ro, with their 8-game win streak. I talked to the men's basketball coach at Jackson State and asked Wayne Brent what he thought about her, and he just said she's a joy to watch. She changes so many shots. She's 6'4", 1 catch, 4. He said her consistency this season is really what sets her apart from the rest.
Yeah, and Stephanie, what I love about this young lady is I'm going to give her a new nickname. I'm going to call her the Joel Embiid of women's basketball, because what I love about it, she sits down in that post and she goes to work. Look, in today's basketball, everybody, even your big people, want to step outside and dribble between their legs and shoot the three and step back. But this young lady understands how to win basketball games. She sets up, she rim runs, she sets up in the post, and we saw in that clip the moves that she has, a turnaround jump shot, the up and under, and then occasionally she will step out and knock down the jump shot. So when you look at her talent and her size, and you said it, Stephanie, her ability to control the game on the defensive end, aside from offense, hey, this is going to be a tall test for Grambling if they're going to win this game tonight.
Now, I mentioned she's the reigning Defensive Player of the Year and reigning Player of the Year. She was also the favorite to be the preseason Player of the Year. But her teammate, Deja Rogan, Stephanie, she was like, wait, hold on for a second. I think I have something to say about that. Tell me more about what happened.
This is a story that I love. Coach Tamika Reed shared with us that when they announced all of the preseason awards for the SWAC conference, and as you mentioned, Misha Williams was listed as preseason Player of the Year. Well, Deja Rogan came to Coach Reed the next day and said, Coach, I'm going to be the SWAC Player of the Year. And I personally, I love the swagger and the confidence with that statement. Well, she's backing it all up this season. So far, she's leading the conference in scoring. She's second in steals. She has been doing such a great job shooting the ball from distance. She can do almost anything offensively, as we're showing in these clips. Deja Rogan is going to be potentially the Player of the Year in the SWAC.
Yeah, I like that, Stephanie. You got two players on the same team competing for such a prestigious award as Player of the Year in the conference. I myself, a former, I'm sure you were too, Player of the Year in the conference, is a huge honor. And when you look at her skill set, that's the thing that I love about her. Her ability to create her own shot. And in college basketball, especially in the women's game, you can start separating the teams and the players by that ability alone. But so when you look at her ability to get to the basket, shoot the three, and then her creativity with the basketball, again, you got two players on the same team competing in a friendly rivalry for Player of the Year. It can only prepare your team to be better.
You gotta love
now,
it.
Coach, you know it's not friendly in conference. You know it.
Well, I mean, look, at the end of the day, the best player are going to get it. I had a teammate on my team when I won Player of the Year, average about 19 a game, but I think my 27 a game and my 10 rebounds kind of supplanted that.
Mic drop moment right there by Coach.
Hey, how you do it?
There it is.
I dropped the glass.
He dropped the glasses. So Jackson State's been very impressive. They've won 8 straight. They're winning by a huge margin. However, going to the other side, we're looking at this Grambling team. When you have your floor general, when we think about their floor general, who is creeping on the come up right now, talking about Alexis Holt. So she is giving you about 13 points per game, and also the leader, 4th in assist right now in the SWAC conference, Stephanie.
She's been terrific for them, and at 5'8", she does more inside than you think she might be able to. She is a student of the game. She's got a tremendously high basketball IQ. Her mom coached her in high school, so she's getting it at home too. And she's the engine. She does whatever is necessary for this team to find success. She is 4th in assists, 6th in steals, and 11th in scoring in the conference. All one player, so she's certainly a utility player.
Yeah, Stephanie, I like her, and I like her size. I'm going to give her a name. I'm going to call her the Gary Payton. Why? I remember when Chris Jackson came out, Chris Jackson was shooting the threes behind the back, between the legs, highlight reel. Gary Payton would just come out with his hard hat on every day. He would just bag you down into the paint, and you said it, Stephanie. She uses her size as 5'8" to get to where she wants to go on the floor. Even though she's the point guard, she uses that side to get to the rim, and then she shoots over the smaller guards. So when you look at her, her game is not as flashy as some of the other guards, but she's efficient because she knows who she is. She uses her size to get to her spots, and then she can use that size to shoot over smaller guards.
Well, we're going to have all that for you today. And just by the way, Coppin State alum, proud alum that's in the top 10 in pretty much every statistical category. Her name is Stephanie Reddy. She's on the screen, and she's bringing an excellent analysis here today. Oh, yeah, we're going to toot your horn today for sure. We're going to hype you up, Steph. Oh, and by the way, over the span of 2 decades, he's achieved many things. Now he is the head man of charge in the SWAC. We are talking to the commissioner next when we return. He's the 6th commissioner in the history of the SWAC. Dr. Charles McClellan joins us right now. Very glad to have you here. Now, let's just set things up the right way. The moment that it was confirmed history was going to be made and you were going to have 2 different schools, 2 different games right here on our network, what was your reaction when that became final?
Overjoyed. You know, history has been made in the name of Sekou Smith, Southwestern Athletic Conference, Jackson State, Grambling State, 2 perennial institutions, NBA TV. I can't do anything but jump up and down and scream hallelujah. This is a dream come true as a kid. You know, I've grown up within the Southwestern Athletic Conference. I've watched the NBA. I've watched NBA TV. And for SWAC to be a part of the NBA TV family, it was just overwhelming.
Man, it's great to have this, and much love to Sekou and his family. So over 2 decades of experience in various high-ranking positions at HBCUs, all the adversity that has taken place over the past year, whether it be the pandemic and more recently, the disaster of the weather that's been going on that's affected everybody. How have you been able to navigate your conference through this tough time?
You know, it's been difficult, but the one thing that you can say about the SWAC and all HBCUs, we've learned to do a lot with a little. So the pandemic has definitely put a strain on us. We don't have the budgets of, let's say, the larger institutions, the Autonomy 5, but we do what we do very well, and that is take underserved individuals, get them into college, get them up to speed, get them educated, and having them to go out and make significant impacts in America. So, you know, the resource issue is something that we've already had to deal with in prior instances in history. When you throw in the adversity of the weather, no electricity and no water, you know, we've come a long way, and it's something that we had to deal with, quite frankly, but it's not going to stop us. The Southwestern Athletic Conference has turned 100 years old this year. And just think about it. 1920 is when we were founded. Think about all of the adversities that we had to go through. Our founding fathers not being even able to stay in hotels in the early days. They had to stay in gyms and at the YMCA. We're not going to let a pandemic stop us, and we're not going to let a little cold weather stop us either.
Now, if I'm wrong, correct me, but it seems like HBCU relevance is at an all-time high right now. You know, you have Michael B. Jordan, who's going to have an HBCU showcase with the basketball. You have Chris Paul, who has a docuseries. You know, you have so many things going on, just bringing back HBCUs to the forefront. How does this make you feel witnessing this all right now?
Well, it makes me feel good. Being the commissioner of the Southwestern Athletic Conference, it makes me feel good for America, in a lot of instances, the nation, to see what we've been doing for so long. And I have to say hats off to Black Lives Matter movement. You know, in the middle of this pandemic, a lot of the focus was put on us through that movement. So it was our responsibility to make sure that we stayed in the forefront. Our student athletes got out, they had opportunity to march, and they had opportunity to understand, again, what the people that founded our member institutions had to go through in the early days. I just want to say hats off to all of our corporate sponsors, say hats off to NBA TV, giving us this opportunity to show what SWAC is all about. It's a great time for us, and we want to continue to move forward.
A great time indeed. It was a great time Sunday when we witnessed Deion Sanders, a.k.a. Coach Prime, lead Jackson State to his first victory as the head coach. Describe that moment, witnessing all that happen right in front of your eyes.
So when you're talking about spotlight, it doesn't hurt when you got Coach Prime on the sidelines, right? I know everybody saw Troy Aikman show up, Daryl Johnston show up. That's what Coach Prime does. He shines the spotlight. So it was heartwarming to me for us to be able to open up his inaugural game, his inaugural season, and his inaugural head coaching debut as a collegiate coach. The Southwestern Athletic Conference is strong. Coach Prime's coming in, is making us stronger, and again, is giving us that spotlight that Jackson State deserves. And again, another opportunity today to show what Jackson State and Grambling State is all about. And I have to throw a shot in, you know, number 10 for Jackson State, the starting guard there. That's my son. So I'm not going to be pulling for Jackson State, but I'm definitely going to be pulling for number 10 to do well.
A neutral observer. We'll accept that one as an acceptable answer right there. But before we let you go, you can be a little bit unbiased on this one. Who has the best band in the SWAC?
You know, again, when you talk about bands, those are fighting words. I would not dare try to put one over the other. The one thing that I will tell you is that we have 10 of the most dynamic sounding, precision oriented marching bands in the nation. Everybody talks about who's the best, but the one thing that we can guarantee you, if you've not seen one of our HBCU bands, you're missing a treat.
And we are definitely in for a treat as we get to witness one of those bands today. I can't wait to see it. Hey, Dr. McClellan, thank you for joining us so much. Good luck the rest of the way. We'll see you soon.
Thank you for having me.
Dr. McClellan right there, and if you notice, the blazer is different. We did record that yesterday, but I appreciate him for joining us. Sam Mitchell, Stephanie Reddy here today as we celebrate HBCUs. And I want to just talk about the importance of HBCUs. Now, just in case you don't know, Coppin State is where she graduated from. Summa cum laude or cum laude? Let me make sure I get that correct. Cum laude.
Cum laude, you're right.
Very intelligent individual where she was an amazing athlete in basketball and volleyball. Stephanie, share the importance of HBCUs and what it meant to you.
It was hugely important to me, Ro. I mean, as you mentioned, I played there. I went on to coach with the legendary Fang Mitchell, who became a mentor and a close friend of mine over these years on the men's side. And part of that developed because of the way the HBCU experience is created. As a women's basketball player, we played doubleheaders, much like we're showing today from the SWAC in the MEAC. The women play first and then the men play after, which means that during the conference season, you're often traveling together. So you develop not just a bond with your teammates on the women's side, but also with the men's side. So Coach Mitchell, being the head men's basketball coach at that time when I was a player, he and I developed a great relationship, and that enabled me to get hired by him on his staff on the men's side after I graduated. But overall, the HBCU experience to me, it helped me with my confidence in the classroom. You mentioned I graduated cum laude. I actually went to Coppin State on an academic scholarship and walked on to the basketball team. And the HBCU platform enabled me to do that. When you see people on campus that look like you, it makes a huge difference. The competition is there. Everyone wants to excel academically. And it was a wonderful experience for me.
Yes, definitely. Look, I didn't have the pleasure of going to HBCU. I was recruited by one, but the coach that recruited me left before I could sign. I'm proud of my education, but I'm going to top you one better. I didn't graduate cum laude. I graduated thank you laude. To me, that's on a higher level, okay? Because God showed me some mercy. But anyway, but I want to touch back to what Doug Williams said briefly about the environment of HBCU. And you said it, Stephanie, people that look like you, that come from your background, that understand what you're there for and what you're trying to accomplish, the nurturing that takes place on those campuses. It's something that all of our students and our kids can grow from. Our history, we're rich in history, we're rich in culture, and it's about time for us to explore that. And today on NBA TV, we're going to get the first step of that, of people in the United States get a chance who tune in to see the special part of HBCUs.
And you mentioned Doug Williams, who we'll have a conversation with later on. You'll see that we taped it earlier, just like we taped the conversation that we had with the commissioner of the SWAC. And he mentioned our late great colleague, Sekou Smith, who lost his battle with COVID. Today we celebrate his life, and Jackson State does as well. That's the HBCU he attended. Log on to NBA.com for more information on the Sekou Smith Scholarship at Jackson State. And if you want to go ahead and check out the Hang Time podcast, conversations between pairs of media members who are all close to Sekou. All 3 episodes are available, so you can download those and get those wherever you get your podcast content. And there will be a tribute. It's a celebration. We are celebrating the life of Sekou Smith. The Sonic Boom is going to deliver it to you. Can't wait to see this. Is coming up at halftime of the men's game later on today. I cannot wait to see this performance. We'll just go ahead and say Jackson State right now, they have the best band.
Stop, bro. Those fighting words.
I understand that they're fighting words. However, in honor of my man Sekou, we're going to claim that for JSU. We're keeping things moving right here. Don't go anywhere.
2-1-3-2-1.
My all-time favorite WNBA player is Candace Parker. I actually had the opportunity to go watch her play last year, right around this time, and that was pretty big for me because, you know, by her being my favorite player, it was good to, you know, see her live and in action on the court.
There it is. She is coached by Freddie Murray. She's the floor general. She wears 0, but she's #1 in the heart of Grambling State fans. 4th in the SWAC and assists. You will see her on your screen leading her team against Jackson State. Is coming up next right here on NBA TV. Where else can you get access to the game's best every night?
Let's go!
Where else can you make a fast break?
Oh, what a move!
From one live game to hundreds of others.
Oh, what a play!
Where else can you watch every team or just your team whenever you want?
Sledgehammer at the other end!
On your phone, TV, or tablet. Where else can you watch live games at a new low price? Only here, NBA League Pass.
With the intelligent control of all-wheel drive and the power of a 2.5-liter turbo engine, there's no limit to the places the all-new Sorento can take you and to the stories waiting for you when you get there. The all-new Sorento, the world's first storytelling machine.
The holidays weren't exactly smooth sledding this year, eh, Santa?
No, but we came through smelling of mistletoe.
The Now platform let us identify problems before they became problems.
If only it could identify where my ball went.
This year?
No, mine had green lights.
Whatever your business is facing, let's workflow it.
Maybe I should workflow my swing.
ServiceNow, official workflow partner of the NBA.
The new Samsung Galaxy S21.
This looks different.
It is.
Show me.
Just hit record. See that? You're filming in 8K. That's cinema quality.
So...
You can pull photos straight from video.
Impressive. But will it last the whole trip?
You'll have battery all day. And then more.
This is different.
Told you.
Order in, help out with American Express.
Taking a look at the standings in the SWAC, you see Jackson State is sitting in the 2nd position. They've won 8 straight. They sit at 9-1 in the conference, overall 10-5. Grambling, 5th right now in conference, sitting at 6-4, trying to get back to the winning ways because they're trying to get the Birmingham. So, final thoughts before we get out of here. Stephanie, starting with you. We know JSU's defensive identity is ridiculous. They're winning by a big margin. What do you expect today from both teams?
Well, Grambling State's coach Freddie Murray's concerned about the rebounding situation, and he should be because right now Jackson State has the #1 rebounding margin in the conference at over 10. So that's going to be key, especially when you talk about Misha Williams in the center.
I want to see the guards. These 2 guards are 2 of the best players in the conference. See those 2 young ladies go at each other. And to me, the guard that plays the best, team is going to have the best chance of winning.
Well, there it is. You heard both of them say it. We got Grambling State, Jackson State coming up. We're making history right here on NBA TV. It's all about the SWAC, baby.
It's a banner day at the Lee Williams Assembly Center on the campus of Jackson State University. History in the making. The very first collegiate basketball game on NBA TV between the Grambling State University Tigers and the Jackson State University Tigers in Southwestern Athletic Conference action. Hi, I'm Ro Brown, and joining me is Deuce McAllister. And Deuce, it's a situation of contrasting styles.
Definitely two contrasting styles. You have Grambling State, who wants to play fast. They want to play with their guards. That's really where they run their whole offense through. And you have Jackson State that likes to work through their bigs down low. And I think that's just going to be something interesting if Grambling State can turn them over with turnovers.
For the Grambling State University Tigers, it's all about an outstanding guard, Alexis Holt.
Alexis Holt comes from a basketball family. She can obviously score the basketball. She can distribute the basketball. She can create her own shots. She doesn't need a lot of help with that. And I think for Jackson State, they're going to have to trap her to try to slow her down.
And on the other side with Jackson State, one of the very best post players in the country in Amisha Williams.
Amisha Williams is dynamic just because she can hurt you, not only being able to get her own rebounds and follow-up shots, but she controls the paint. And so, Grambling State is going to have to figure out, are they going to double her down low, or are they going to leave her into one-on-one situations? Because if they do, she's going to get what she wants down low.
And Deuce, of course, the Tigers are coached by that guy right there, Freddie Murray, 6 years on the job.
Coach Murray has done a really good job of just being able to keep this team, together just because of some of the issues that they've had with COVID. They've been shut down twice, Ro, this season, and just to be in the position they are so far, I think that tells you what type of coach he is.
And then, of course, on the other side, we have Coach Tamika Reed, and here are the keys to the game, Deuce.
Attack the rim, limit the points in the paint. If you're going to be Grambling State and Jackson State, you have to have energy and make sure that you can take over for the rebound margin.
We've got the tip, and we are underway from the Lee Williams Assembly Center. Jackson State winning the tip, working it around. A three-pointer from the top of the key, in and out. Fight for the rebound and put back up in, and who else? What you expect? Amisha Williams.
Nice job there by Amisha Williams, just being able to follow up the three, and you see Jackson State come out in full court press right away.
Like you said, the question is, will they be able to handle Jackson State down low?
Jackson State goes from that press right into a 2-3 defense.
Jumper from the free throw line, no good. Deep rebound, picked up by the Grambling State Tigers. Driving kick taken away by Jackson State.
Nice job by Jackson State not having anything on that break after that turnover, and they set up the offense. This is where they can really, make their money, just because they're going to be able to get the ball down low.
Showing patience. Into Williams, who reverses, puts it up, no good. Rebound taken down by Alexis Payton.
Shot clock doesn't reset. They're going to have to get it back up in a hurry.
The jumper and off the rim and down. That's number 13, Alexis Payton, with her first basket of the evening. 4-0 Jackson State.
See Jackson State using that press right there. Williams down low, not leaving the paint. Grambling is able to hit the outside shot there.
Nice soft jumper by Candace Paramore. First bucket for the Grambling Tigers. 4-2. We are early in the first quarter.
Grambling playing that zone as well. Amisha Williams, that's the second time we've gotten her down low. And you can see that help is coming right there off of the wing. She's going to have to make sure if she's catching it, she's either ready to shoot right away or she's going to have to pass that ball out.
At 6'3", Jasmine Forte guarding Amisha Williams. They drop it in, and easy shot, but it's knocked out of bounds, and Jackson State will retain possession.
That's one of Alexis Payton. So much attention is being paid attention to Williams. Alexis Payton, that's the second time we've seen her have a shot right there, point blank at the rim. She made the first one, this one here, she's not able to convert.
They'll inbound it, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Nice hands.
Nice ball pressure there by Grambling State, Leah Morrow.
They inbound it to Williams, who takes it to the hole. We've got contact, no whistle, and it's Payton with the follow.
Jasmine Forte does a nice job of being able to get that initial block, but no whistle, and Jackson State is able to get that ricochet and be able to make that shot.
6-2, Jackson State. Baseline jumper is good by number 0. That's, of course, Alexis Holt.
And you see Alexis Holt being able to just penetrate a little bit outside of that zone and be able to pull up right there before she got too deep into the paint.
Holt's a 5'8" senior from Epes, Louisiana.
Jasmine Fort doing a really nice job down low, being able to make Williams work for her shot.
Three-pointer, NBA three-pointer, and it's knocked down by number 20. Shania Talley. Drop to the basket, scoop, no good. Taken away by Williams, and we've got a whistle.
Williams does a nice job of being able to affect that once the drive. The penetration was there. She's able to get that block, and you see right away Jackson State tries to get out front. A little break. Grambling Paramore's called for the foul there as she was trying to cut off the guard. You can just hear the energy. That's one thing that Jackson State wanted to make sure that they had. That's one thing that Coach Reed talked about, just having energy on the sideline. You can hear it from their bench.
Foul called, as you said, on Alexis. And there's a three-pointer. Our first tray of the afternoon.
Yeah, Luckett is able to sink another long shot there, another three, and that, if Jackson State, that they hope that loosens up a little bit for Williams to be able to work down low.
Luckett is from right here in Jackson, Mississippi. 12-4, Jackson State with the lead. Drive to the basket, you got a whistle and a foul.
Got to be able to, it should be shooting too. Got to be able to move your feet, particularly if you're Jackson State. You talk about the quickness, the guards that Grambling State has, and she caught it right there on the elbow, and you have to be able to move your feet. You've got a big behind you in Williams that can block some of those shots for you. If you can move your feet, then I think that's what you have to be able to do.
Foul number 1 on number 13, Alexis Payton. Ariel Williams at the line, 71% free throw shooter. She knocks down the first. Had a season high of 13 points versus Louisiana Monroe. The senior from Memphis knocks down the second. 12-6, Jackson State.
See Jackson State, they're walking the ball up to be able to set up that offense. They want to get Williams some looks down low. Grambling sending that 2-3 zone.
A little point guard, Shania Talley drops it into Payton. Three-pointer from the top of the key. Yes.
Third three-pointer we've seen from Jackson State in this first quarter, and Grambling is sitting in that zone, and they're going to have some open opportunities just because Williams draws so much attention.
Keshana Luckett with the tray. The lead is 9, 15-6. Tigers working it around. Another three. We've got long-range shooting here, Deuce McAllister.
Grambling answers with their three as well. Jackson State is playing a little zone there as well, and you can move the ball around. You're going to have those opportunities.
Alexis Holt knocking down the three. Cutting the lead to 6. Turn around, and we've got a turnover. It looks like Amisha Williams was looking to.
She was looking to pass that, but
right.
they're bringing that pressure to her, basically letting her know that she's going to be doubled, and she was trying to pass it out, but her teammate had cut. She didn't recognize it on the earlier possession. She lost it out of bounds, and so you see that Grambling is not going to just let her play one-on-one, but you really like how Jasmine Forte has played her so far as well as they sit in that 2-3 zone.
Sharia Covington, number 12, coming into the game for Jackson State. They lead by 6.
Jackson State has switched up to man-to-man defense. Grambling has hit a couple outside shots so far.
Three-pointer, no good. Deep rebound. They fight for it on the floor, and
got a shot clock violation, but the ball actually hit the rim.
Didn't it?
The ball hit the rim, so it should have reset, so it should be Grambling's ball. Yeah, the ball did hit the rim.
Yeah, it did.
So it should have been reset, should be a jump ball, so it should be Grambling's ball.
Yeah, I was confused. I was wondering what was going on. It's time to take a break. 15-9, Jackson State leading Grambling. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's Jackson State 15, Grambling 9 here at the Lee Williams Assembly Center. I'm Ro Brown with Deuce McAllister, and that young lady has done an outstanding job coaching this ball club, Deuce.
Coach Reed has her young ladies playing hard, and they're in position to be able to repeat as SWAC champions again.
Short jumper is short off the rim, out of bounds. It'll be Jackson State possession. Yes, Coach Reed, only a third year on the job, as a matter of fact. 37-9 in conference play. Impressive record.
Impressive indeed. She was named the SWAC Coach of the Year, and I think that she has a pretty good standing of making that a repeat again. And you see her star player, Amisha Williams, and Coach Reed is looking for a foul down there, down low, and that's the third time that she's gotten it. She's been able to at least give us a move and be able to convert to a basket.
Turnaround jumper now. Their leading scorer has 4, 17-9. Jackson State with the lead. As a three-pointer, and yes, knocking it down again. That's Alexis Holt.
And that's one player that we talked about in the opening that Jackson State was going to have to be able to slow down. Her ability to be able to stretch that zone, stretch them out. Something that Jackson State has to be able to slow down.
Cuts the JSU lead. However, back up by 2. That's Antoinette Womack.
You see
with the easy bucket.
Yeah, you see all the attention being paid to Amisha Williams. Womack is open there, and the guards did a nice job of being able to find her.
19-12, Jackson State drive to the basket. No whistle, no contact. They fight for it. Jackson State comes away with it.
Amisha Williams with another block inside. She's one of the top players as far as in the conference as far as blocks are concerned, and really ranked high as well throughout the college basketball in general.
She had 6 blocks in a game against Nicholls State and 6 against Mississippi Valley as well. Grambling working it around.
Looking for the matchup. Yeah, looking for the matchup where they can get Alexis Holt going.
Jumper at the free throw line is no good. Rebound, Jackson State. Thought it was going to go up and come back down.
See Grambling State getting Jasmine Forte back into the game.
Approaching 2 minutes of the first quarter. It's a running jumper off the rim, and we've got a foul. Amisha Williams will go to the line.
And I know that's her second offensive rebound, maybe third offensive rebound, where she's able to, just use her length, able to use her length and be able to get another board. And, just a nice job of Jackson State being able to at least get the ball up. And you see her be able just to work it. She probably got fouled twice.
yeah. Maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
Alexis Holt got the personal, her first. Amisha Williams, of course, at the line. A 78% free throw shooter. She has 50 blocks this year. You were talking about the number of blocks that she's come up with. One of the best in the country. She knocks down both free throws.
Knocks them down, and she's right at, almost 80%?
Yes, almost at 80%.
She'll get a quick break here with 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
6 points on the day for Amisha Williams. 21-12, Jackson State leading Grambling. Approaching the 2-minute mark of the first quarter.
Jackson State goes back to man-to-man. We've seen them be able to play zone as well. They use a little trap. And
spin and nice pass, and couldn't finish, however.
Got fouled down low. She's got to hit that one. That's an and-one situation. That's an and-one situation where you got to hit. Was Gardner. Covington was Gardner. It looked like she failed, got tripped up.
Yeah.
They do a nice job of being able to find her, and that's one that she's got to be able to hit.
Leo Morrow is at the line. A 57% free throw shooter.
Yeah, Jones ended up getting her down low at 57%. That's 50. You just want one. Right now, this is easy for you.
She hits the first. From Columbus, Ohio, Leo Morrow misses the second. Grambling Tigers come away with the rebound, however. Alexis Holt. Three-pointer, no good, off the rim. Out of bounds, possession, Jackson State.
Yeah, and you can see both coaches are using their benches. You know, we talked about this game being pushed back a little bit. This is the first matchup that they've had between these two teams all year, and here you just see the hustle, and I think she was able to just hit it off of her, throw it off of her. She was able to get that ball right there and throw it off of her before it went out of bounds, and now Grambling State picks up full court.
21-13, Jackson State leading Grambling.
We'll see how Jackson State can run their offense with Williams not being in the game.
They fight for the rebound, and Grambling comes down with it.
See Grambling
they move
State
it up the court quickly.
Pushing it a little bit as well.
That's Brandy Washington with the three-pointer for Grambling.
And so Grambling gets that transition three. They pushed it up. They didn't have anything on the initial break, and they're able to find the shooter in transition.
The lead is cut to 6, 21-15. Stop, pop, no good. Fight for the rebound. Grambling comes away with it, moving it up the court quickly. That's Morrow. They drop it inside.
Inside out.
Yep.
Tried to duck it off, but guard was able to recover there. Nice inside-out play from Grambling and their guards.
And they tried to get it inside there.
This is where Jasmine Forte has to be able to take advantage of Williams not being in the game right here.
That's what they were trying to do. Another three-pointer, no good off the rim. Rebound, Jackson State. That's Sherelle Jones with the rebound. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. 21-15, Jackson State. Traveling violation. Yep. Move that pivot foot.
She knew the move she wanted to use. She just didn't have a foot set before she used it. And you see Coach Murray continue to rotate some of his young ladies into the game. He's going to 21 seconds. You can hold it for the last shot here.
Yep, shot clock off. Grambling with possession. Holt has it in the corner. 6 seconds. Holt puts up the three, no good. It's pulled down by Antoinette Mack, and that's the end of quarter number 1. The Tigers of Jackson State, 21. Grambling State, 15. And the very first collegiate basketball game on NBA TV. We'll be right back with more after this.
Throws it down. Oh, whoop.
We're back at the Lee Williams Assembly Center, and we already have a whistle.
Looks like it's going to call a hold down there on Grambling. Donald Johnson, holding call there, yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah, very quick.
That was quick. 21-15, Jackson State with the lead. After one quarter, they drop it into Williams, and she is
charged.
Oh, they call a charge on Misha Williams.
Yeah, nice help defense there by Brandy Washington. She just did a nice job of being able to come over, and Williams, she's got to pull up. You know, I was wondering, was she in the paint? Yeah. She was not in the paint, so that was probably a little worse.
Yeah, I guess it was.
I mean, that referee has to make that call immediately.
Yeah, it's a tough job. I couldn't officiate a basketball game. I couldn't. So I don't say anything about the officials. There's another three-pointer by Brandy Washington. Her second three-pointer of the afternoon. The lead is cut to 3, 21-18, Jackson State.
So Brandy does a good job of being able to draw the charge, and then she counters it on the offensive end by hitting the three.
That's a three that skims off the rim. Rebounded by Williams, out to Payton. Nice move, but couldn't finish. Rebound taken down by Grambling.
Grambling trying to get some offense here before Williams gets down there underneath him.
Traveling violation.
Alexis Hope kind of moved that pivot foot there, ended up getting called for the traveling violation. Now Grambling, here's the replay of Hope. I think she just slid just a little bit. Well, she
got away with a double dribble.
She got away with a double dribble.
Before that.
And Grambling had been really extending their defense, picking up full court, and now they go back to their zone look.
Stop and pop, no good. I got the offensive rebound. That's Peyton, who's doing some really good work.
Really doing a nice job of being able to get those open looks in Jackson State. That's another turnover where she's seeing one thing. She wanted her to cut to the rim. Wanted Payne to cut to the rim, but the ball ended up just going out of bounds. We saw that earlier as well with Williams when she had it down low, and that was one thing that Coach Reed talked about as far as keeping those turnovers down.
Candace Paramore, number 15, comes in for Grambling, replacing Thea Allen. Grambling trailing by 3, 21-18. We're early in the second quarter, and the three-pointer is off the rim. Outstanding work there by Ariel Williams.
Being able to follow up your shot and then go after that rebound, and Williams is just she's kind of frustrated with herself a little bit because she was able to throw it off of her leg, and she's limping a little bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's okay.
She's all right. She's young.
You can throw it in the backcourt.
Yes, you can. That's Holt with it up top. Looking. Gives it up to Forte. Hold at the top of the key. Spins in the lane. Puts it up and no good. They fight for the rebound. Possession, Jackson State.
Nice move. It's just one that you have to be able to finish. We talked about her being able to penetrate, be able to pull up as far as to get her own shot. And that time she just didn't finish in the paint.
21-18, Jackson State leading Grambling. We are in the second quarter at the Lee Williams Athletic and Assembly Center. Turnaround.
Nice
clean block by Jasmine Forte. Holt moves it up court. Gives it to Williams, who drives. This time we've got a whistle, and it's a traveling violation on number 3, Brandy Williams.
I think that's Williams' presence down low, but you go back and you look at Forte, and that's her second block, I know, and she just does an outstanding job of being able. She covers all that ball. I mean, she covers it up completely, and there is nothing Jackson State can do about that one.
Big Jazz, Jasmine Forte. They say that's her nickname.
It's gonna be
Big Jazz, probably, right?
Nah, it's gonna be on Brandy Washington.
Number 3,
Brandy Washington, her first.
Yeah, she's fighting for position. She's fighting for position as she wants to be able to move and frustrate Amisha Williams down low on the block. And you know you're gonna have help with Jasmine Forte, who's playing that center position, but she's just fighting for position.
First foul assessed to Brandy Washington from Monroe, Louisiana. Drive to the basket. Wild shot.
Another block.
Offensive rebound put up by Williams, and now we got another whistle, and it looks like Peyton will be going to the line.
Leah Morrow called for another foul, and they're just fighting for the ball here. Another block. Nice job affecting that play, Jasmine Forte.
That's Peyton who will be at the line for Jackson State. Alexis Peyton knocking down the first. An 85% free throw shooter coming into the game. Of course, he was only 6 or 7. But she knocks down the first and the second as well. 23-18, Jackson State with the advantage.
Little 1-2-2 trap.
Little pressure. They break it. Ooh, nice pass and up and in. Basket by Jasmine Forte with the assist.
Grambling State did a nice job of once they initially broke it, like you talked about, it's basically 3-on-1, giving a little dish once Williams committed, and they're able to convert underneath.
Drive to the basket, put it up. Ooh.
And that may be on Forte as well on this one. She doesn't have to swing down. It is going to be on Jasmine, and that's one where she doesn't have to swing down. She has enough length where she can just raise her hands up. She doesn't have to swing down as far as just to be able to block it.
Straight.
You know, she's done it a couple times, and she's been able to get away with it, but she doesn't have to swing, man. That's what Coach Freddie is telling her, just hands straight up. You can go straight up. She's got enough length where she can block that easily.
That's Jaria Covington at the line, knocking down the first. From Starkville, Mississippi, averaging 10 a game. Knocks down the second.
Jackson State is going to get out of that press. They're going to pick up man-to-man at half court. I've got to figure out a way to get Alexis Holt, an easy shot here.
25-20, Jackson State with the lead. Grambling Tigers with it. Outstanding defensive play by Amisha Williams, and she is fouled on her way to the basket. The big lady showing, hey, she can handle the ball a little bit.
Showed a little versatility there as far as the first thing, as far as defense, being able to fight over the top and come up with the steal. And then she's got to handle it one-on-one, and probably did. I mean, I think there was an initial foul that came through, but she did get away with a little push-off as well in the guard. I mean, if you just put pressure on her right there, I don't know if she's going to be able to handle it enough or well enough, but that's Leah Morrow who's kind of a little bit upset that felt like she got a push there a little bit at the end, and she's just got to be able to use her quickness.
And Amisha Williams showed a lot of agility there. It looked like she was going to do a spin move there. She knocks down the first free throw. Knocks down the second. 27-20, Jackson State with the lead now with the Grambling Tigers.
Jackson State, good on the ball pressure. Nice penetration.
Nice move, but couldn't finish. Williams with the rebound. Averaging 12 a game coming into today.
I'm looking for my big right now.
Oh, finally, we have not called the name of Deja Rogan.
That's a nice thing to do as well. If they're going to leave you open as they sit in that zone. Deja Rogan with the three.
Averaging 17.9 a game. There was a long one by Morrow. Rebound at Jackson State. The lead is 10. Approaching the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. Rogan looking up. Thinking
another
left.
Turnover. Another turnover. Right. Yeah, another turnover. If I'm Coach Freddie, I may want to slow this down a little bit. You talk about that 10-point lead. You talk about momentum as well. His team was playing it close. If you can't get anything, I'm going to try to get a timeout, just making sure my team can kind of regroup as well.
There's Rogan putting the pressure on Alexis Holt. That's a good matchup there, Deuce.
Definitely a good one, and it's one where if you can frustrate Holt, and they're sending a lot of players at it, and Forte does a nice job.
Put back, that's Forte.
Forte does a nice job being able, once Williams left to try to block that shot, she's able to get that rebound.
30-22, Jackson State. Rogan puts it up, wild shot, out of bounds off of
Grambling. That's one where they got to try to catch that ball. It was just, I think when you look at it overall, Jackson State has probably got more 50-50 or loose balls than Grambling State, and so that's one thing that you got to talk about. You talk about energy, you're talking about being able to get those 50-50 balls.
It's time for a break. Jackson State leading by 8 over Grambling, 30-22. We'll be right back.
Breathe better air.
We're back, 30-22. Jackson State leading Grambling midway through the second quarter.
A lot of pressure there they're putting on Holt. Nice job by Rogan.
Up and we got a whistle, and it's going to be another foul.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul on Williams there as she tried to swat it down. We talked about the penetration. Right. The guards of Grambling being able to penetrate, and they do a nice job of being able to set some screens, but there it was penetration to the middle of the court. And you have Williams that kind of swung down. That's her second foul.
Yep.
Would be surprised for her to be subbed out here.
Personal foul number 2, and yep, she is coming out.
I think if you get in an offensive situation later on in the game, well, maybe you can play a little offense for her down at the offensive end. You bring her back in. Last time she came out in the first quarter, it was 2 minutes left in the quarter. Right now, she's coming out with 4 minutes left in the quarter. And I mean, if you're Grambling, you have to be able to take advantage of it. I mean, because she can affect you as far as not only in the shot blocking area, but also obviously offensively.
Sherelle Jones replaces Williams. Ariel Williams missed the first, hit the second. The lead is now 7 for Jackson State.
We've seen Grambling play a little bit of zone. We've seen them match up right now. They're in a zone again. Jackson State has done a good job of hitting outside shot, and Grambling is being very, very active with their hands, and they tie that ball up, and it should be their possession. Should be Grambling ball. Nice job. The ball went in the corner and kind of just Jackson State not taking care of the basketball in the corner, and it's another turnover for the Tigers.
Rogan with the turnover that time, trapped in the corner and gave it up. Grambling ball.
Nice cut.
Drop it inside. Ooh, that was really nice.
Nice cut, nice pass.
That's Ariel Williams with the basket, but yeah, that was a really nice cut and nice pass. Beautiful basketball, 30-25. The three-pointer is,
They'll shoot you out of a zone, and that's without having Williams into the game. They've been able to hit some outside shot. Grambling tries to bring it right back, and they do.
And they come right back. Arinesha Johnson with the basket. We've got a three-party going on here, dudes.
I like it.
33-28. Jackson State with the lead. Pump, go baseline, try to drop it off, whistle.
Jasmine Forte, she's got to move her feet. They went to man right there, and there's penetration on the baseline. She's got to be able to slide over, and that's what Coach Freddie is telling her. You know, you wanted to depend on your length there, but you've got to be able to move your feet and allow those guards to kind of come through, and now she's going to come out as well.
She'll be replaced by number 4.
Alexander comes in for.
At the line with 2 shots.
DeAndrea Alexander, a junior from Acadiana, at the line for Jackson State, number 12. Jariah Covington knocks down the first. She had 20 points in contests early in the season against Ole Miss. She knocked down the second.
Yeah, she's perfect from the line today, right?
Yes, she is. The lead is 7 for Jackson State, 35-28. Just under 3 minutes to go in the second period.
Nice ball movement.
Top of the key. It's Alexander. Johnson with it. Three-pointer, lets it fly from the side, and it's up over the backboard.
Nice ball movement by Grambling State. And they got the shot they wanted. It just didn't convert, didn't hit it.
It was Cameron London with the long three-pointer, a communications major. Jackson State with it. Deja Rogan looking for it up top. They drop it down low.
Back to that 2-3 zone.
Right, yep. Picked up a dribble, probably shouldn't have. Turn around and off the rim, no good. And it's rebound. They fight for it, and we're going to have a foul.
Grambling State did a nice job of being able to get the rebound here, and Jackson State is just trying to steal it away. Can't do it. Ended up getting called for the foul.
Foul was called on Sherelle Jones. Driving baseline, puts it up and no. Offensive rebound, puts it up, no. Jackson State comes down with it.
Nice job of being able to get the rebound underneath, but you got to cash in. You got to hit those, particularly with Williams not in the game.
Sherelle Jones with the rebound there. Covington goes in, and she is fouled and one. What a drive by Jiraiya Covington.
Nice job of penetration by Covington and then being able to finish through the contact there as she gets hit. And it's just really reaching over. I mean, that's the second time that we've seen one of the bigs down low just try to be able to go for the block, and instead of just going straight up, they get called for the foul. And you can see both teams really running in a lot of players as far as substitutions are concerned. But, you know, that's Grambling. They've got to be able to just go straight up.
DeAndre Alexander assessed with the foul. And Covington completes the three-point play. The lead is double digits again. 38-28. 135 and rolling in the second quarter. Jackson State a perfect 11 for 11 from the free throw line.
Game of runs. Covington is really giving Jackson State all the offense here in the second quarter. Nice pass.
Ooh, nice pass by Holt. And the bucket right there by DeAndre Alexander.
DeAndre Alexander was in the perfect position. You were able to break down that defense and have the nice assist there. Grambling really switching everything up front.
Stolen away by Grambling. Oh, we got a double dribble. Double dribble.
I don't think it was a double dribble though.
I don't either.
I don't think it was a double dribble.
Coach Murray doesn't think so either.
Yeah,
the double dribble have a call against Johnson.
Nice job as far as the steal was concerned.
Yep.
She didn't touch it. Yeah, she didn't touch it. No, she was close.
Yeah. I can understand how it look. Yeah.
You have Jackson State with 6 turnovers and Grambling State with 5 turnovers so far. It looked like she touched it, but I don't think she touched it. She was ready to give it up.
Yep. 8-point lead, under 1 minute to go in the second quarter.
You got to have a moving pick right there on that screen, and that's really where the big. It's really, I blame the guard because she's got to allow that Womack to be able to get set, and if you're not allowing her to get set, then it's going to be a moving screen every time.
First foul assessed to number 2, Antoinette Mack. Grambling trailing by 8, trying to cut into the lead in the final minutes of the second quarter. Nice pass, nice catch, and can't finish, however.
Calling it on the floor right there, but nice job of being able to finish it. And if you're Grambling, you got to go back and look. Man, there was about three or four times we've seen them cut and get to the middle of the rim and just not finish there. Ball bounces right there on the rim, and it was the follow through, and they're going to call it on the floor. And should be still 2 shots for them, and that's what it is. Both teams are in the bonus.
That's Casey Chairs at the line, a freshman from New Orleans, Louisiana. Not a whole lot of action this year. She knocks down the first. 70% shooter from the line.
Well, both coaches have told us that they're going to go deep in their bench and they're going to be able to play a lot of people. And then, I see them shortening that as far as the second half is concerned.
Misses the second.
They pick up full court.
Oh. She almost moved her feet there.
Jackson State can run it almost down as far as the shot clock is concerned.
Right. It's about 3 seconds difference in shot and game clock. Almost stolen away. Payton comes away with it.
You don't want to go in that corner and get trapped.
Shot clock running down. Off a foot. 5 seconds. And banging it in. Jiraiya Covington banging it in at the buzzer. That could be an important 2 points there.
That may be an important 2 points, but Jiraiya Covington saved them the second quarter. I mean, not only her ability to be able to penetrate and get to the line, but obviously being able to take care of the ball there and come up with the shot, beat the shot clock right there at the end.
So it's 40-31 right now. Jackson State with the lead over Grambling State University, and what has been an outstanding ball game thus far, Deuce.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you talk about, Womack not being able to play. I mean, you talk about Williams not being able to play the last 4 minutes and 12 seconds because of foul. And so, Jackson State is in a pretty good position so far, having a nine-point lead.
So it's a 9-point advantage, 40-31. Jackson State over Grambling right now. We have head coach Tamika Reed, Coach Reed, your assessment of your team's play in the first half.
Well, right now, we started off slow. We not rotating like we're supposed to rotate. We're not closing out like we're supposed to close out. We are gambling for everything. We're overplaying right now. And we try to make that adjustment. And so I think our players are trying to make that adjustment here down the stretch. And so hopefully we can carry that into the next half. We really got to pick up more pressure in our press and stop letting them break it so easily. But I think if we can make those corrections, we'll be good in the second half.
Coach, you were able to hit you were 4 from 9 as far as from outside, as far as threes are concerned. Well, I'm sorry, you were 5 from 8. So how much does that help when you don't have to depend so much on your big down low Amisha Williams?
Man, anytime we can get our guards playing together and knocking down outside shots, it helps a lot because now they have to respect our guards, and which will open up the inside for our post next half. So I'm really appreciative of that because if we didn't have those threes, we would probably be behind right now.
Coach Reed, good luck to you in the second half. Thank you for stopping by to talk to us.
Thank you.
All righty, it's halftime here at Jackson State University. 40-31. Jackson State trying to make it 9 in a row. We're here at the Lee Williams Assembly Center. First collegiate basketball game on NBA TV. Hope you're enjoying it. Don't go away.
To CleanZoneNow.com.
Halftime right here. We have the SWAC right here representing very well. Sam Mitchell joining me as well as Stephanie Reddy. Right now, JSU is up by 9 on Grambling State. Welcome in. We are celebrating HBCU. So far in the first half, Coach, we've seen the momentum start to swing. And listen, we all know that Amisha Williams, she is the player of the year for a reason. She's put on a show early on.
Yeah, Ro, that zone has slowed her down a little bit. that the Grambling is playing, but she's still going to get loose and get her. Let's take a couple clips. Look at her right here in the post right here against that zone. She's trying to work that zone and find her spots and things. Again, what's the weakness of the zone? Rebounding. And Amisha kills them on the glass right there for an offensive rebound. Here she is again. Look at the post-up position. She gets wide. She gets deep. Little drop step, turn around, little jump hook over the left shoulder. And this is her versatility on defense. Look at her come over, block the shot, and then secure it with the rebound. And then last but not least, watch this play right here. Look at the steal, how fleet of foot she is right there. She got fouled, but she was doing what Joel Embiid did the other night. The big fella gets the steal, gets the rebound, and he leads the break and finish with the Euro dance.
There it is. That's what you said at the beginning. She is the Joel Embiid in this broadcast right here. But Stephanie, looking at both teams, both shooting extremely high from three-pointers. 62% for one team, 44% for another team. Both teams know how to get that three ball up.
Absolutely, Ro. And when you talk about those numbers, you can guess which team is shooting what. Even though both numbers are great for three-point shooting, Jackson State has been ranked second in the SWAC for three-point field goal percentage. So even they are hot by their standards, shooting over 60% from behind the arc. But Grambling, they're ranked last in the SWAC for three-point percentages at 25%. So today, they're having a terrific outing. And this is key, guys. They're 4 for 9 from behind the arc, but Paramore hasn't even attempted a three-point shot yet, and she is their designated shooter when you talk about who can knock it down consistently. So I expect to see more three-point shooting in the second half, but it's been a lot of fun to watch Grambling really find their stroke from behind the arc.
Yeah, both teams extremely efficient when it comes to stroking it from downtown. But then we go to Grambling, their floor general, Alexis Holt. Tell me what stuck out to you watching her in the first half.
Alexis Holt is what we talked about in the pregame show as being a utility player, and I say that affectionately in the nicest way possible. Watch this. She puts the ball on the floor, one dribble pull up on the baseline. That's not an easy shot with a defender running at you. Again, putting the ball on the floor, finding an open teammate, relocating for the wide open jumper. Alexis Holt can get it done all over the floor. That's why she's so valuable, because she can hurt you inside and out.
Alexis Holt, the senior from the boot, fourth in the SWAC and assists. Checking at halftime right now. Jackson State up by 9. Coach, what are you looking for in the second half?
Well, the thing that's amazing, Jackson State started out full court press. Grambling kind of broke it and settled down and started knocking down some shots, kind of shot them out of that press. It's going to be interesting to see if Jackson State starts the second half pressing and trapping like they did start the game.
Indeed, they have not missed a free throw so far. Very efficient, 100%, 11 for 11 in the first half. Those points maybe will make a difference in the second half. Jackson State trying to win 9 straight. They've won 8 in a row. and they have not missed. They've been stroking it from deep, shooting 64% from three. We got more of the good stuff coming on the way. Two games for your viewing pleasure. Now, what y'all know about them Texas boys? Cameron Christian from Allen knocking it down from three, leading the team in scoring for Grambling. Then you had Tristan Jarrett, second overall in the SWAC, 19 points per game. Both players can light it up. That's in our second game that you will see between Jackson State and Grambling State. Both teams trending upwards when we look at it. 6-game winning streak for Jackson State. Grambling State has won 4 of 5, two of the top teams in the SWAC going head-to-head 5-30. That is the second game that you will see on our special broadcast. Now, Stephanie, you're looking at this second game that we have today. Oh, before we even get there, the celebration of Sekou Smith. In fact, I'm going to start calling today the Sekou Smith HBCU Showcase. The Jackson State University Sonic Boom Bam is going to perform, and it's something, baby, let me tell you, you don't want to miss it. And they are doing it all in honor of the late, great Sekou Smith. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Halftime of the men's game. So as we get ready to prepare for that second game, Stephanie, we'll focus on the women's game right now. In the second half, what do you expect to see from Jackson State? We've seen that, as I mentioned, that momentum. They've tried to separate themselves, but, Grambling's just fighting back. What do you expect to see?
Well, I expect them to go back inside to Misha Williams. She tried to establish herself early on, but as Coach mentioned, they really were focusing their defensive efforts there. I think the offensive rebounding will be key for her, because if she can get second chance opportunities for her team, even if it's not her getting a putback, it puts her team in a great position.
Coach, what do you expect to see in the second half?
Well, Jackson State size is giving Grambling a problem. They need to push the ball up early so they can get into their offense quicker, get some quicker shots, because when Jackson State sets that defense against Grambling, they're too big and too athletic. Push the ball, quick shots, early shots, so you can get some uncontested threes.
That's what you want to see. So far, shooting a very high percentage between both teams. We know that Jackson State defensively, they get after you. That's part of the identity for forcing those turnovers. Be interesting to see if Grambling State can keep up with this team that is the hottest in the SWAC right now. We got more coming for you in the second half. Stephanie Reddy chilling over here along with Coach Sam Mitchell. Ro Parrish. That's a wrap for halftime. We'll see you in a bit.
Sponsored by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Mississippi.
Welcome back. It is Grambling and Jackson State. We are about to begin the third quarter. Jackson State with a 9-point lead, 40-31, as Coach Tamika Reed talks to her outstanding point guard there, Deja Rogan. What's sticking out there? 11 for 11 from the line. First of all, Deuce, look at that.
Yeah, Jackson State perfect from the line. You also look at Grambling 5 of 8. I think when you look at 3-point shooting by Jackson State, 5 of 8, and that helps to alleviate some of that pressure that they're putting on Amisha Williams. And we'll see if Grambling State can hit some of those bunnies or underneath shots right under the rim to stay competitive in this game.
Jariah Covington led Jackson State in scoring with 9 points, followed by Amisha Williams with 8. Make it 10 if she hits the first bucket of the second half.
That's just too deep as far as posting her up. She's just way too deep. Grambling State has to be able to force her out underneath of the rim basically a little bit more.
42-31. We just underway in quarter number 3. Drive to the basket, up and no good. They fight for the rebound, and it's Peyton who comes down with it.
Another opportunity for points in the paint, and they cannot close.
Rogan gives it up. Peyton, short jumper from the side, that's good.
Grambling has to be careful and not let this game get away from them.
That's Alexis Peyton.
That's a shot that she'll have. Yeah, that's a shot that she'll have that opportunity pretty much all game as long as Williams is in there.
The Blue Bengals score the first 4 points of the half, and there's another rebound for Williams. Averaging 12 a game. We have a whistle.
Fouls on number 11, Ariel Williams for first.
The foul is on number 11, Ariel Williams.
Just ball pressure and just trying to put too much pressure on the ball. Go
inbounded to Rogan. Rogan for 3. Nope, short. There's Peyton again, hustling. Grambling comes up with it. And we've got a whistle.
And that particular situation, that was going to be a backcourt. Jackson State is able to get one hand on it, but as they do recover it, Grambling comes up with the loose ball here. Just outstanding hustle by the guards and to be able to save it a little bit. And Grambling State comes up with the ball, and Jackson fouls him.
Deshauna Luckett, her first personal. Ooh, somebody hit the floor.
And she caught an elbow. Wow. She caught an elbow.
Baseline, that's Holt, up and in.
Gonna have to stop playing.
That's Alexis Holt with another bucket. And I think it was Casey Chairs that caught an elbow, right? Timeout on the floor.
I think that was Paramount. Yeah, Candace that caught an elbow right there.
The lead is 11 now for Jackson State, 44 to 33. And Deuce, as we look at Coach Murray there, sixth season, you know him pretty well. He's a Jackson State grad.
Yeah, he's a Jackson State grad, and I don't think this is a full timeout. I think this is a stoppage of play to be able to check on Candace there a little bit.
We'll take a break right here. Jackson State leading by 11 over Grambling. Welcome back. Officials taking a look at the replay there, Deuce McAllister, to see if there was really something that happened.
Well, she shot a hard screen, and I thought initially that it was an elbow, but it wasn't an elbow. But how she reacted, it looked like that she had got caught in the face with the elbow, but it wasn't an elbow. She was setting a screen, a back screen, and she took the brunt of that.
Yeah, but she grabbed her nose.
Yeah, she grabbed her nose, and so it was like, man, it had to be an elbow there.
Yeah.
And so there was a stoppage of play, and what was interesting is they didn't allow the players to leave the court, and so all the coaching had to be done on the court by the head coaches, and so we'll see what the referees decide here.
Yep. Yeah, because it didn't look like her face was involved at all to me.
No.
It just, looking at it, so the officials are trying to decide what to do. We'll find out what it is. 11-point lead for Jackson State, 44 to 33. These two teams met exactly 1 year ago today.
Previous play was ruled incidental contact.
Yeah, so no foul, incidental contact.
Yeah.
What we had saw on the tape, but I mean, how she grabbed her nose, it looked like that she had gotten an elbow.
She's still doing it.
Yeah.
Still kind of touching her nose.
Yeah.
But I didn't see it. Like I said, these two teams met 1 year ago today, exactly. 82 to 59. Jackson State defeated Grambling at Grambling. Get it inside to Williams, who tries to go baseline, puts it up, and we got a whistle, and it's a foul.
And if you're Forte, I can understand that. I mean, she's looking around like she took the brunt of that shoulder right there, and she's got to know that she got her hand on the ball, but it was basically reaching over. I mean, you saw Williams be able to dip that shoulder down to create that space. Forte does a good job of being able to reach over and get her hand on the ball, but they're going to call a foul on that every time.
Yep. Amisha knocks down the first and misses the second. They fight for the rebound. It's on the floor. Jump ball call.
No, timeout.
Timeout.
Jackson State was actually able to call a timeout, and that's that 50-50 ball that Jackson State has been winning. They won it in the first half, and here in the third quarter, they come up with it again. We jinxed Jackson State out on the free throw line. They were perfect, and they finally had their first miss by Williams there.
Time to take another break here from Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson State 45, Grambling 33.
For information and say hello to the cutout Tiger.
Welcome back. I'm Ro Brown with Deuce McAllister. We are at the Williams Center at Jackson State University. The Tigers lead the Tigers. Jackson State 45, Grambling 33.
Jackson State called timeout on that jump ball or that tie-up situation there, and they get it down low to Williams. She's a little bit further out than she normally wants to be, and she'll throw it out to one of the guards.
Dangerous pass there, too. They work it around. Rogan has it, loses her footing, and loses the ball. Grambling going the other way. That's Paramore, gives it up. Nice pass, nice break. That's Ariel Williams with the bucket.
You talk about the turnovers. That's another one for Jackson State, and that is allowing Grambling to kind of hang around in this game.
45-35. The lead is 10 now for Jackson State. That's 8 turnovers for the Blue Tigers, and we have another whistle.
It's on Hope.
This foul is on number 0, Alexis Holt, her second.
Holt picks up her second foul.
Team foul. Jaria Covington checks in.
It was actually, when you look at that turnover on how it happened, it was teammate on teammate. She was trying to come around the screen for Williams and just end up losing the ball.
Nice look by Paramore. Williams knocks down the first. She now has 12 points. First player into double figures on this afternoon. She averages 16 a game, misses the second. Rebound Grambling.
Grambling has got to get some easy offense here going. They've been able to penetrate a little bit and talk about turnovers, and that's just too hard. Hope
mixed up it, almost a turnover.
Yeah, Hope is able to get it back. She was trying to see if the shot clock is going to reset.
Yeah.
She does. Puts 27 seconds back on the shot clock.
27 on the shot clock.
27 on the shot clock.
I've got to get an easy shot for Hope.
Rambling the ball. Oh. Pearl-like move that didn't go down, but that one goes down.
Second chance opportunities.
I think that was Ariel Williams. Couldn't see who it was with the putback. 46-37. Lead is cut under double digits again.
Another turnover.
Turnover possession, Grambling State Tigers.
You see these guards being able to turn up the pressure a little bit, and Jackson State can't take care of the ball. And, Hope fighting over the screen and being active with their hands and do a nice job of creating another turnover.
Swatted away from Shania Talley. Grambling with a chance to cut to the lead even more. That's a jumper by Holt. Air ball.
She doesn't touch anything.
Air ball. Unusual. For a young lady who is averaging 13.2 a game.
Yeah, unusual to say the least.
She had a 19-point, 19-rebound game against Alcorn earlier this year. Missed everything on that one, however.
Trying to turn those guards. Very active up top.
Putting pressure on them. Ooh, nice drive up and in off the glass. Krishana Luckett.
Right there, Luckett. There was no shot blocker. I mean, they're so concerned with Williams down low that no one was able to come over and help once she was able to beat the initial penetration.
There's a long three-pointer, and it's knocked down. That's Paramore with the three.
Nice job of being able to penetrate and then find the shooter behind the line.
Grambling trailing by 8. 48-40.
There's the help that you want,
inside,
but you can't reach over.
Another whistle?
Yeah, you can't reach over. There's the help. She had help. She's got to know that she's got help over the top. That's Alexander. She can't reach over, just through Williams right there.
Personal foul number.
You got help. You got help coming. You got help coming from the middle. You can't get lazy and just reach over the top, though. And you see Jackson State being able to sub a few players in. You talk about Grambling in the first half. They played 13 players, and Jackson State played 9.
Inbound it to Rogan, and we've got a whistle.
That's Parrington. They're going to get it down low as far as Candace Paramore. She was straight up.
Right.
She was straight up, but she got her down low as far as she made contact down low.
Definitely made contact.
And you can hear Coach Freddie Murray letting the referee know that he wants that same call down there on the other end.
Deja Rogan at the line. Knocks down the first. As I said, 17.9 points a game. One of the leading scorers in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Knocks down the second. So the lead is double digits again. 50-40. Jackson State with the lead. Nearing the halfway point of the third quarter. As a long three, I don't know. Maybe Williams got a piece of it. Rogan with the rebound.
Another foul.
And she's fouled.
Yeah, another foul on Candace Paramore. She takes the quick shot there after breaking it, and now they're going to be in the bonus. We're talking about with over 5 minutes left, and I don't think Williams got a piece of that. But as she's trying to follow up that rebound, it was an early movement right there, and there was another foul. And so you talk about Jackson State, I think they've only missed 2 free throws at the line of scrimmage all day. And I mean, if they're going to live at the free throw line the rest of this quarter, that's a tough way. I mean, you're just giving them free points, easy points.
We've got more than half the quarter to go. A little more than half. Rogan hits number 1.
If you're Grambling State, you want to be able to play defense, moving your feet there, giving yourself a chance to try to get back into this ball game.
The second for Rogan. Lead is now 12, 52-40.
Jackson State picking up full court, but not full all the way. Just a little pressure to kind of slow them down from getting in their offense.
Driving to the basket, swatted away by Williams. One of the best shot blockers in the country.
Well, she just does a nice job of being able to show presence and nice hand.
They lose it. Grambling coming right back with it. No, couldn't complete the steal.
That's what you need.
And the bucket. Leah Morrow, good work, but couldn't complete it.
Yeah, Leah Morrow did a nice job of being able to get her hand on the ball here. She does a nice job, and Jackson State is really just conceding this layup, and she just missed it. She was afraid to use her left there, and she used her right, and she just came up short. She just missed the layup. Jackson State was conceding the layup to her.
Well, if she was like me, she couldn't use her left.
You got to use it, Ro. You got to use it.
52-40. Jackson State with a 12-point advantage over the Tigers of Grambling. Here in the first collegiate game on NBA TV.
Want to be a part of the growth of Jackson State Athletics?
Welcome back. 12-point advantage for the Jackson State University Tigers at 52-40. I'm Ro Brown with Deuce McAllister, leading scorers in the game, with 12 points for Jackson State. Amisha Williams and 12 points on the other side. Grambling for Ariel Williams.
Ariel Williams has done a nice job. Alexis Holt, she's the one player that can affect this game, and they can be able to get back into this game. And so now Coach Murray wants to figure out, hey, look, was that there? I think they're trying to figure out timeout-wise. Was that a timeout, or where did that timeout in action come from? Yeah, well, Coach Freddie wanted it to be for Jackson State, wanted them to use another timeout instead of a media timeout for us, Ro, and so.
Nonetheless, the Williamses are running wild. Leading scorers for each team with 12. That young lady, Deja Rogan, has 10. Jumper off the rim by Covington, and Grambling has a rebound, head the other way. Whoop. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Amisha Williams.
Late transition shot there, and he had a good shot at the rim, just didn't finish it.
6 rebounds now for Williams.
Well on their way to another double-double.
Yes. Indeed she is. They drop it into it, down low, up and in.
Nice pass from up top from the big.
Antoinette Womack with the assist there, Deuce.
Womack from a big-to-big pass. That's a nice placement of that basketball. You're going to see them get Jasmine Forte back into the game and try to slow Williams down.
The lead is now 14 for Jackson State. 54-40. The Louisiana Tigers trying to cut to the lead. Baseline drive, up and in. What a move.
Nice finish.
Ariel Williams.
Ariel Williams is able to penetrate and finish through contact. Looking for the foul call, doesn't get it. Nice finish.
Ariel Williams now has 14 on the afternoon. They drop it into Amisha Williams. Wide open three from the side, no good. Rebound, Amisha Williams puts it up, no good. Puts it up again, no good. And Grambling comes away with it.
Not often you see her miss 2 shots underneath that close. Should be an and one. He's going to get an offensive foul.
We got an offensive foul. Number 11.
Offensive foul on number 11,
Ariel Williams.
That's a close one there. I mean, she's coming up. It looked like that she pulled up just enough. really, you know, if you're looking, you want her to be able to come down.
Right.
You know, and she really didn't have an opportunity to come down on that play. Looked like she did a nice job of being able to pull up. But if I'm fussing about anything, it's that she didn't have the opportunity, and that's a rule that the NBA has changed, where you give the offensive player an opportunity to come down without getting injured.
You're right about that, but as a jumper off the rim, no good.
Another offensive rebound.
Another offensive rebound indeed. That's Antoinette Mack working the glass.
And they're going to call it for a walk, though. She's kind of stumbled. Right. You see Williams comes out the game to finish this quarter, but Womack does a nice job of being able to just get that rebound, just can't finish it.
We got a whistle, and we will have a foul on Antoinette Womack.
Lady Tiger foul.
Antoinette Womack, she doesn't move her feet quick enough, and now, you know, this is what Grambling, we've talked about it a couple times, where they haven't taken advantage with Williams being out in the paint.
Jumper from the side, no good. Too hard off the rim. They fight for it. Rogan comes away with it. Moving it up court, puts it up, no good. She hits the floor. Tigers going the other way. Put it up off the glass and in. That's Alexis Holt.
Alexis Holt finished. She's looking for an and one on the other end. It looked like she was trying to go with a Euro step, and Grambling State just did a nice job of being able to get their hands on her. Now she's going to get that's a foul that you don't want right there, out away from the rim. Brandy Washington, and they're already in the bonus, and so now you're just giving up a free look. I mean, you can't hold there in that particular situation. I know that you want to have a lot of ball pressure on them, but you know that's Rogan. But you can't just give Rogan easy shots as far as free throws.
That was a little bit too much pressure. And Rogan's at the line. Hits the first.
Jackson State has been solid from the line. I think they've only missed two free throws all game, and that was by Williams as well.
Yep. The second in
there's the jinx.
Yep, you did it.
There's
you
the
did
jinx
it.
spot.
It's all on you, McAllister. You did it. You did it. The lead is 11 for Jackson State. Ooh, nice scoop by Alexis Holt.
Yeah, nice scoop shot by Alexis Holt. And you can see Jackson State getting those bigs back in. They want to finish this game. Tamika Reed getting Williams back into the game.
Cutting the lead to 9. Jackson State with it. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Womack turns, puts it up and in. No good. They fight for the rebound. Grambling comes away with it. 2-on-1 fast break. Morrow, bounce pass. Nice pass. Can't finish. Womack. Offensive rebound by Jasmine Forte.
Jasmine Forte with the offensive rebound, and she can't finish. Womack just pulls us down. This is a nice job of running that 2-on-1, and if you just got to finish the layups. I mean, there's at least probably 10 points out there on the board for Grambling State. They're point blank. I mean, they are right there at the rim where they're not able to finish. And you look at this score, they're down 9. I mean, if you just hit some of those point blank shots right there under the rim, you know, this game is probably 1 or 2 points at best.
They've had about 3 like that, 3 or 4, maybe more.
Oh, you talk about the left-handed layup that they didn't cash in. That layup before that, they did cash in, and probably 3 or 4 of them in the first half.
Yep. Forte at the line for Grambling.
Yeah, Jasmine Forte just missed that free throw.
Her second misses both. 55% shooter from the line. Jackson State will retain possession.
So that's a win if you're Jackson State. I mean, you had a 2-on-1. They end up coming up with no points for you. Grambling State right at 50%, I guess, shooting free throws throughout the game.
3-pointer from the side. Yes! Jariah Covington.
Nice job. Grambling State late in rotation as far as getting out there on Covington as she sinks that 3.
Jariah Covington in double figures. Grambling looking to work.
Jackson State.
Good defensive positioning by Peyton.
Peyton and Jackson State just doing a nice job in their man-to-man. Grambling settles for a long 3.
Forte from the top, and it's Jackson State possession.
Forte was able to get a hand on it. She just couldn't bring it in, but you know, Jackson State on the ball pressure, putting a lot of pressure on those guards for Grambling State.
Tyon Bowler coming in, replacing Janaya Tally. J-Baby. It's a nickname. J-Baby.
Jackson State trying to close this quarter out. She's got her down low. Can they get the ball to her?
Under a minute to go. Stop. Pop. Yeah. Tyon Bowler. Her first points of the afternoon. The lead is 14, 60-46, Jackson State. They work it around, get it in the hands of Holt. Holt puts it up, no good. Fight for the rebound, and yep, look who comes away with it. It's Jariah Covington. 15 seconds to go in the third period. And we've got a whistle underneath.
Coach Murray's going to get he wants that same call. It was a foul. They fouled Alexis. He's going to use this time out here to let the refs know. He wants that same call down low, because he felt like Holt had penetration, and they did not get a call down there as they try to root out Williams underneath the rim. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Murray gets a tick here. I mean, Freddie Murray,
he's working it.
He's definitely working it. He wants that same call down underneath it. As you see Holt kind of, it's the swing through is what he wants to foul on. It was kind of the hand underneath it. And Coach Murray, he's letting this referee have it all, and she's showing some patience. She's showing some patience with him. And so he wants that same call, that respect call down underneath it. Amisha Williams is getting that call as far as in the post. That's probably the third time we've seen them call as Grambling tries to move her a little bit out from under her post position.
I think you're right. This was not a timeout call to talk to his team. No. As you saw, Coach Murray just got to the team. He was over talking to the official.
I wanted that referee. I want to speak to you directly. And as far as the timeout, I don't even have anything to say to my young ladies. My assistants can handle that. But this is for my players. And, players, if I get a technical, it's okay. But he's letting them know that he's fighting for them. Because he wants that same call. And that was a little push down low, but they didn't get it. And then they come to the other end, and Amisha Williams, as she's, in her post, they kind of root her out, and the whistle comes easy. And Coach Murray, he's letting those referee knows he wants that same call on the other end.
Williams hits the first, misses the second. 61-46, Jackson State. Final seconds of period number 3. Counting down. That's Hope. Puts it up and no good. They batted away, and that's the end.
At the end of 3, Tigers 61, Grambling 46.
Well, Jackson State ups the lead to 15 at the end of 3. Time to go to break. There you see a drive to the bucket by Keshana Luckett. Jackson State, the Tigers in control.
You can also vote by
Welcome back. We hope you are enjoying this afternoon's ball game. Jackson State versus Grambling State University. I'm Ro Brown with Deuce McAllister. At the end of 3, 61-46, Jackson State over Grambling.
Jackson State has just been able to win most of those 50-50 balls. And then the other thing, I think, just being able to be consistent outside. They're shooting almost 50%, 54% from the three-point line. And then they have the decided advantage down low with Amisha Williams.
Grambling with possession to open the fourth period. Jumper from the corner by Paramore. No good. Fight for the rebound. Forte comes away with it, but it's taken away by Jackson State. Up court to Williams. Beautiful pass. Can't get the layup. Misses a second try. And it's taken away by Jackson State.
Second time we've seen her miss down low 2 times, and that's how you get to a double-double, though, Ro. You get two extra rebounds there on every possession. She did a nice job of running the floor. She just didn't finish the play. And Forte, she can't bring that ball down low. She got that ball up high. She's got to finish up high.
You see, you're accusing her of being like Moses Malone, one of the greatest rebounders of all time. They said Moses used to do that in person, to pad his offensive rebound. He didn't need to do that.
He wanted to pad those stats.
Inside, and it's knocked away, and we've got a call. Reaching foul on number 1, Jasmine Forte.
Yeah, reaching over the top, and that's just,
That's not the first time today she's done that.
No, it's not, but I mean, she's got to be, she's smarter than that. She knows that she can't just reach over the top in that situation. She's got to be able to move her feet and get over the top. But, I mean, you talk about Jackson State. This is what? I think their fourth possession as far as right here after getting a loose ball. You know, you had Williams that missed those 2 shots early in the possession. But, you know, Jackson State is just getting to those 50-50 balls.
Williams with the easy bucket off the glass.
It's too easy
But
for
2
her.
more. Yeah.
That's just too easy for her.
Much too easy. No doubt about it. 63-46. Misha Williams now with 17 and 7 boards. Knocked away and kind of nonchalant by Holt. Almost lost it there. Short jumper from the side. No good. I don't know if she touched it, but it was probably affected by Misha Williams.
I definitely agree. If she didn't block that one, I think she got a piece of it, or her presence alone is the reason that shot was missed.
Jackson State leading by 17. Stolen away by Jackson State. They'll get it up court, and
there's a foul.
No good. Foul on who?
Well, you had 2 fouls there, and I can understand Grambling's beef right here. There was a foul underneath the rim, and they didn't get that call. It was just the same reach over, and here as they try to finish the play, you had the little push off, ended up missing the layup, but that's one that you want to finish, and now these refs, it looks like they're going to talk about it here.
Yeah. Under review.
Yeah, they want to look at it because I don't know if it looked like that there was movement, a push, but I think she may have just missed it as well.
Yeah, was there a foul on who? If there was a foul.
Well, Freddie Murray went ahead and got his tech. He's been working on that tech as well. But he just wants it even. He just wants his call. He went ahead and got that tech. He's been working on that one. Yeah, Coach Murray is going to get that tech, so it should be 2 shots for Jackson State as well as the free throw shots and then possession of the ball. But here, you know, Jackson State, both guards are going at it. Leah Mara.
Yeah.
And Luckett, you know, Leah Mara looks like she's almost running away from it in a sense. Didn't want that contact. And Luckett, I don't know if she was expecting more contact from her, but she ended up missing the layup. So, you know, Jackson State will have an opportunity for 4 points here from the line.
And after the line, Kishana Luckett hitting the first. 64-46. Jackson State with the lead. And the second, up and down.
Well, now you got the technical fouls.
The lead is 19.
Covington will step up to shoot those technical fouls.
Shoots the 2-shot technical.
Jariah Covington, a junior from Starkville. So we could be looking at a quick 4 points here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a 4-point opportunity and ball. You get the ball. You get possession of the ball as well.
8:26 to go in the contest. She misses the second, but it's a 20-point lead for Jackson State. 66-46. And possession, Deuce.
Yeah, and this is possession. That's from the technical. I mean, because Coach Freddie Murray had been working on that one.
Yes, he had. Yep.
And now you see just the position battle down low with Williams. Trying to establish her position, and there it is.
Drop step, puts it up, misses another, but gets the rebound and puts it back in.
Well, that's where you got to have everybody on the team, guards included, my forwards. Everybody's got to get some help down low. I mean, because you've got to be able to collapse on those boards. Jackson State probably, you know, when you talk about just winning some of those 50-50 balls, they definitely have done that. But, I mean, you've got to have everybody on the rebound and block it out as well.
Long three-pointer in and out. The rebound by Brandy Washington, and there's a foul.
It's a late whistle on that one as well. They were able to that's a late whistle right there. She was going up, you know, and if I'm Grambling, I want to see if the ref is going to give me a call. I'm going to get some penetration there, and she went up late, but that's a late whistle as far as the foul is concerned.
Test it out. Alexis Payton, she doesn't seem to be too worried about it at this point. Why not? You're leading by 22 with 7:42 to go in the game.
Well, Alexis said, yeah, I got her. You hadn't called it all game on me, so.
I may as well try and see what else can I get away with.
Yeah, I'm going to try it one more time.
First free throw is successful by Brandy Washington, as is the second. Stolen away by Grambling. Holt puts it up. No good. Knocked away. Possession, Jackson State.
Grambling's going to go back and look at this film, and they're going to see how many easy opportunities you had underneath the rim, and, you know, just to give yourself a chance. You know, early on we said it would at least given them 9 points. The lead is at 20, but I think some of that 20 point is a little bit of frustration as well when you talk about just mistakes that they've made throughout this game. Trying to get another turnover with that trap.
They break it. Rogan pulls up, drops it into Williams, turns around, puts it up, whistle.
This foul's on number 30,
Ikenya King, number 30, you see right there. Picks up the foul.
Ikenya King is just, it's a move down low. I mean, because she hadn't even started her post move, and they called a foul there.
King is a 6'3" freshman from Atlanta, Georgia. Getting some good experience playing against one of the best post players in the country, and
turnover. I think they're going to say she stepped out. Yeah, she stepped on the line. And that's
nice little move, though.
It was a nice move.
She looks like she knew she had a freshman on her.
Oh, I think so. I definitely think so.
Don't forget, Grambling State and Jackson State. After this, yes, the men's version. Right here on NBA TV. Morrow looking. Looks like she just fell to me.
Yeah, I think so as well. I don't know how much pressure or contact she was expecting there. She went in for a spin move. Kind of lost her footing.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me. But foul on Covington nonetheless. Pulled behind the back, in the paint, puts it up. Blocked by Payton. Retrieved by Williams. They move it up to Rogan. Oh!
Jump ball.
Jump ball. Nice defensive play by Ariel Williams. Pretty clean.
Clean as well. I mean, and she could have went up for the ball as far as the foul was concerned, but she went straight for the strip. And now they're going to pull out. Grambling is going to pull out. I mean, that was a nice play defensively.
It was. Behind the back. Ooh. Stolen away by J-Baby. Rogan to the bucket, puts it up, and she's fouled.
And now Rogan showing that she can try to finish at the rim. Goes up strong.
Number 3, Brandy Washington, her third.
Getting a little physical.
Yeah, getting a little physical, and you can hear the bench kind of chirping a little bit, and they're pointing up at that scoreboard and letting them know. Nice penetration, the kick, and doesn't settle for the 3, takes it for the penetration. Comes up with the foul.
Cameron London enters the game for Grambling. First free throw by Rogan is no good.
Been perfect for a while there, and you had the missed on the tech, and now you missed the first one here.
Short. Possession Grambling. 6:25 to go in the contest. Jackson State 68. Grambling 48.
Pulling Ariel Williams out.
Paramore is out for Grambling, replaced by Chairs, Casey Chairs. There's that matchup. Holt off the glass, no good.
Points
Williams with another rebound.
Had opportunities to get some points
Here
in the
comes
paint.
J-Baby. Nice pass to Rogan, and
going to call it on the floor, going to call it a block. Before the shot,
before the shot.
Yeah, before the shot, they're going to call a block.
So number 21.
She was still moving. She was trying to draw the charge.
Cameron London with the foul.
Jackson State in the bonus here.
Janaya Talley at the line. Substitution for Grambling. King comes out. Forte returns. J-Baby Talley. Senior guard. Knocks down the first.
It's one of the differences in the game. It's just been at the free throw line alone.
Yep. This is the second. Grambling with the rebound. trailing by 21.
It's a shot you want Forte to be able to take, or at least be able to put the ball on. Well, be able to, you want to pull the big out. If you're going to pull Williams out from underneath the rim, at least to be able to give her, hey, look, this is something that you're going to have to defend a little bit. She turned right away. She was looking to pass it, at least put it on the floor, give her the threat of you being able to make that shot.
Alexis Payton going out. Sherelle Jones coming in for Jackson State. Holden Rogan battling all day long. Turned around. Puts it up. Pretty move.
Well, she just spent so much time on the defensive end trying to slow down Rogan and, just hadn't had the offensive game that she had normally become accustomed to.
Alexis Hope still with about 15 to 16 points, however. Nice block as Williams tried to go baseline again with the turnaround. Grambling with it, moving it up the court. Trailing by 19. Nice pass. He got a whistle, and Williams picks up one of those, I didn't mean to do it, fouls.
Yeah, that one, her teammate is in a lot of pain.
Yeah. That's number 35, Sherelle Jones.
Yeah, Sherelle Jones, senior forward. Couldn't tell from our angle what exactly happened, if it was the ankle or the knee, but she went up for the rebound, and I don't know if it was how she came down. It was Williams that landed on her knee, hyperextended. Yeah. Hyperextended. How when Williams landed on that knee, that it went back on her a little bit. She's already wearing that sleeve or a sock on that left knee, and she's in a lot of pain.
Sherelle Jones is a senior from Memphis, Tennessee. Came in averaging 4 and 4. Don't forget, or if you didn't know before, in between the women's and the men's contest, interviews with Coach Prime and Doug Williams.
Coach Prime getting his first official victory. Ended up getting yesterday over Edward Waters.
53 to nothing over Edward Waters.
They did also pick up a forfeited victory because Alcorn opted out of the season.
Mm-hmm. So Coach Prime is undefeated.
Correct. Play Mississippi Valley State this upcoming week.
And of course, Doug Williams, Super Bowl MVP, All-American Grambling State University, and also one of the co-founders of the Black College Football Hall of Fame. First free throw up by Alexis Holt is good. Holt from Epes, Louisiana, transferred from Central Arkansas. Second one is up and good. Looks good on both free throws. She should be the game's leading scorer. And Holt again after a steal, but she misses another one of those gimmies.
Yeah, that was a gimme with Bonnie, and one of the things she didn't use, I don't know if it was the angle or not, but she's shaking her head, just upset at herself, but she didn't use the backboard.
No glass. And then we're under 5 minutes to go in the contest.
Nice
interior passing, but we got a foul.
Nice pass in that one. If you're Grambling, you want it to be a jump ball. I mean, nice pass inside by the bigs, and she's seeing it on the floor. But I mean, they're in the bonus.
Foul number 13, Casey Chairs. Time to go to a break here from Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson State 69, Grambling 52. Bradley Beal. Glad he's finally getting some recognition.
Well, he's been a heck of a player, all through his career, but you had him and John Wall kind of matched up and maybe not getting the recognition because they wouldn't win a lot of games, but over the last probably month or so, he's definitely been getting that recognition. Amisha Williams, she was 7 of 10 before that free throw, actually perfect earlier in the first half, and missed a couple of the second half.
She didn't look good on that one, but better on that one.
And you have the injured.
The lead is 18 now. Jackson State 70, Grambling 52.
Injured Sherelle Jones being taken to the locker room.
Three-pointer, no good by Holt. Rebound Williams. Up up the court to Rogan for her easiest two of the afternoon.
And no one got back on that particular defensive rebound for Grambling State, none of the guards.
Paramore hits the floor. We have a whistle and a foul on Janiyah Talley.
On this play, Williams just does a nice job adding to her double-double rebound.
A Wesley Unso-like outlet there. You know, saw that?
I don't call it snowbird right there. It was Grambling just didn't get back on defense. Nice taking kick. You've got to be ready to shoot extra pass. Long rebound and gets back to you.
Right
Swing it.
back to it. Paramore. Yes. That's a three-pointer for Candace Paramore.
Coach Freddie Murray, he takes the time out there. You know, they just got to be able to hit some shots, and then you got to hope you can get lucky here with some turnovers as you try to compress this lead and make it a free throw contest. And you know, Jackson State has been pretty good at the line overall. You know, Williams, like I said, she was perfect in the first half, and second half she's missed a few of them. But when you talk about her overall total game, over 13 total rebounds. I think that's 14 now, and then she total points.
Watch on Sunday, March 7th on TNT.
They got to throw it in. Yeah, they're waiting on the horn. It's the second horn.
Right. 72-55. Jackson State with the lead. 3:55 to go.
See if Jackson State can handle this press a little bit. Grambling tries to get an easy turnover, able to break it with ease, and they get into their offense.
They handled it very well. That's Talley up top. Rogan thinks about it. Gives it up to Williams.
They called 3 seconds there by
3-second violation.
Yeah, Womack, but looked like Williams walked before on the initial dribble.
Yeah, I think she did too.
Yeah, so there's a turnover that you wanted. Yeah, the turnover that you wanted. So can they cash in and make it a little bit closer?
3-second call. When was the last time I saw one of those? Another whistle. Paramore trying to get around Rogan.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Womack on the foul. Kind of moving her feet slow. Yeah, it was Womack. Mm-hmm. 2 shots at the line, and it should be 5 on her.
That is.
And if
she should be out.
Yeah, and if you're Grambling, you're like, hey, look, we wanted those calls in the third quarter. You know, we didn't want them here at the end. We wanted them in the third quarter.
Yep. Alexis Payton replaces Antoinette Womack, who is fouled out of the contest at the line for Grambling, number 15. Candace Paramore from Garland, Texas, criminal justice major, and can't hit the first.
She's done a pretty good job on shooting some of those threes in there, you know, just long on that free throw.
Was quite a track performer in high school, as a matter of fact. And if you're quite a track performer in the Garland, Texas area, you're doing pretty good in high school. Stolen away by Grambling. Paramore takes it to the hole, puts it up, and she's fouled.
Get back to the line. The clock doesn't move. You get back to the line. You got to hit some free throws. You know, you talked to Coach Reed earlier in the week, and one of the things that she didn't want her team to do was turn the ball over. A couple times there, they're being lazy with the ball. You get a 3-second call, then you get a turnover call. You know, and you had a 21-point lead here, and see Candace trying to penetrate here, and it was just using that Euro step, trying to step through, and just a lot of contact on the body.
Paramore canned both free throws. Substitution for Grambling. Brandy Washington replaces number 11, Ariel Williams. They break the press. Under 3 minutes to go in the contest. Rogan for 3, in and out, rebound Payton, and she's fouled.
Forte, I mean, that's one where you want that block out. You get the 3, doesn't go down, but then, you know, Payton just does an outstanding job of getting position there to be able to get this rebound. It's a 3. You're fine with that. I think that may be Forte's fifth.
That's 5 for Forte.
Yeah, as well. And she does a good job. She did a good job as far as getting over on the block. You just can't swat. I mean, you just got to go straight up. In that particular situation, you just got to go hands up straight up in the air.
So Jasmine Forte, Woodbridge, Virginia, is finished for the day.
Checking in for the Lady Tigers.
And I think that's the end for Williams as well.
And, yep, Amisha Williams at the 2:49 mark.
Diamond Forest
is out of the contest.
Alexis at the line, shooting 2.
It's number 30, Diamond Forest. Replaces Williams as Peyton hits the first free throw. Forrest is 6'5", 6'6", a transfer from Wichita State. Getting a little playing time in this final 2:49. Whistle on free throw.
Lane violation.
It's called on, look like number 20. So Grambling with possession, trailing by 15. 73-58.
Had some success driving to the middle of in the lane, and that's where they get the ball here. Tough shot.
Rebound taken away by Diamond Forest. Don't forget, men's game coming up. Grambling versus Jackson State. Jackson State, 6-game winning streak. The coach Brent and his crew. Probing puts it up, no good. Forrest with the rebound, no good. Peyton with it, and she's fouled. Working the offensive glass.
It's one thing that they've been able to do, work the glass, and Forrest does a nice job on the defensive end of cleaning the board up, and then here has an opportunity on the missed shot. Just does a nice job of being able to get it. She doesn't finish it, but Peyton, again, just being able to move people out of the way and get the shot that she wants, gets fouled on it. Goes back to the line.
Substitution for Jackson State. Deja Rogan leaves. Tyon Bowler out of Meridian, Mississippi, replaces her. Peyton knocks down the first free throw. You know, you look at this Jackson State roster, and all of the roster is homegrown. Mississippi, and I don't need to tell you this, you can tell people more. As far as girls and women's basketball, it's been a long, long, long tradition in the state of Mississippi.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They have the most dandy dozen players on their roster of any, and that's a 3 right there by Jackson State. They have the most dandy dozen players of any in-state team as far as high school young ladies are concerned, and so that's basically letting you know that's the best of the best. So Coach Reed has done an outstanding job of accumulating talent here at Jackson State.
Kishana Luckett looked like that on that three-pointer that she hit. However, Grambling comes back, and it's Holt with the short jumper to make it 77-60. Jackson State with the lead, 1:34 to go in the contest.
And so if you're Coach Reed, you're still coaching here. You see Coach Ward in there as well, just being able to give their input and let them know, hey, look, they're going to come with a trap. We've got to make sure that we're taking care of the ball. This game looks to be pretty much secured. You don't want any silly turnovers there to come back and bite you. I think that they've had a couple turnovers that they would kind of want back. But at the end of the day as well, just making sure that you're taking care of the basketball.
Tune in on TNT Tuesday.
Get to see the C's play a little bit. They had a little trouble against, I think, 24-point lead against the Pelicans and Zion Williams. And Hart and those guys were able to fight back and come back and win that game in overtime. And Damian Lillard, just Dame time.
Yep. One game from when the Pels blew a big lead, and they came back and returned the favor on the Celtics yesterday. That's, over and back.
That's the turnover that they were looking for.
On T-Baby.
12 seconds off.
J-Baby, excuse me.
12 seconds off the clock, a little over and back there, just taking care of the ball.
Jackson State in control by 17.
Dangerous pass. Nice look.
Oh, nice look. Nice look.
Alexis Holt.
The basket by Holt.
She's looking for the help to get the trap, and no one comes.
And we should remember also that Grambling was without one of their main cogs this afternoon in Justice Coleman. She was out for this game. Averaged 11 points. It was a preseason all SWAC pick. Nice drive off the glass and the putback by the freshman, Diamond Forrest.
Another Jackson State player went down on the floor.
Somebody
Luckett
rolled up on or something.
Yeah, Luckett.
Kishana Luckett. Yep.
Checking in for the Lady Tigers, CC.
Jones did come back as well. I thought she was going into the locker room, but she was able to come back out, and now Luckett dealing with looked like she rolled her ankle as well.
Number 23. Shemaya Carruthers from Tupelo, Mississippi replaces her. Approaching 30-second mark of this contest. Ooh, nice move and off the glass. Look at that. Aria Williams still playing hard.
Playing hard. Nice move. Nice finish. King goes for the steal.
Under 30 seconds. Carruthers up and in. And one. For Shemaya Carruthers.
Shemaya Carruthers finished through the contact there. You've got Grambling trying to draw that charge, and I don't know if she was ever set. She was not set.
CC Carruthers trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Can't do it. They fight for it. King comes away with it. Still Grambling basketball.
Yeah, it looked like Jackson State. I think that was Payton that maybe got a hand on it, on a deflection.
But don't forget, Jackson State versus Grambling. The men's version coming up. Okay. Drive to the basket, no good. Put back, no good. Paramore gives it up. A long three-pointer off the iron, no good by Washington. They fight for it, and we got a whistle.
That basket looks like it may have something on it. I mean, Grambling has caught all kinds of fits underneath, just trying to finish underneath the rim, and they just hadn't been able to do so, and ended up getting a foul there. Trying to add 2 more points via the free throw line, but just wasn't able to finish enough underneath the rim.
Let's hope with another freebie. 7.6 to go in the contest. She hits the second.
You get it in, and you can basically just hold it.
And this will close it out. Up court to Carruthers, who spins. Wouldn't have counted, batted away. However, that's the end of the ball game. Final score, Jackson State 82, Grambling 66. Well, Deuce, final thoughts, our thoughts?
Probably what you expected. I mean, particularly when you don't have all the weapons that you normally would when Grambling is playing. But it was just Williams. I mean, she was just too much down low, and Grambling just didn't have an answer for her. You look at Forte could slow her down a little bit, but she was just too strong down low.
82 to 66, Jackson State over Grambling this afternoon. I'm Ro Brown, and for Deuce McAllister, we'll be back with the men's game. Now it's time to throw it to the studio to Stephanie Reddy, the coach, Sam Mitchell, and someone who has given me the opportunity to do something I never thought I'd be able to do, throw to someone else named Ro. Take it away, Ro Parrish.
I knew that was coming.
Hey, that's awesome right there. That is the Hall of Famer in Louisiana, Ro Brown, calling the game with Deuce McAllister. Game 1 is complete, and we are continuing to celebrate HBCUs, the first time in history that this has been done. These two legendary schools, Grambling State and Jackson State, being shown prominently right here on our network. Sam Mitchell, the Coach of the Year, and in the Georgia Hall of Fame, and the legendary one right there who just appeared on your screen, Stephanie Reddy, who is one of the greatest ever to do it at Compton State at HBCU, joining us here in Studio V. So this game right here, we saw coming in, we know defensively Jackson State likes to get after it. They force turnovers, they pull away. Coach, they end up pulling away in this game, getting the victory. However, they were led by Misha Williams, and you coined her the Joel Embiid of this game, and she put up a Joel Embiid-like stat line, 20, 14, and 4 blocks.
Yeah, Ro, we talked about this young lady, man, her presence on this game, her inside presence, how she was going to dominate possibly, and she did it. Rebounding, 14, you said it, 20 points, and most of those coming from inside. And you watch her right here. Look how she gets to the low post and she gets deep. Look, that's what we teach our young men to do. Get deep, post up, to get your game going. Look at her, comes over and not only block the shot, Ro, she blocks it with her offhand, her left hand, and here she is again. Look at the swim move. Look how she seals this young lady to an easy drop step for a layup. When you look at her size and her strength, she's using it to her advantage. And again, this is why I like her as the Joel Embiid right there. Look at the touch right there with a soft jump off the glass. And here she is again at that high post, setting the screen. Don't use it. She dives hard to the front of the rim, and again, she knows where her bread is buttered. She missed the gimmick, but again, like Moses Malone, you may not remember that name. He used to throw him up, bro, tip him back to himself to improve his rebounding average, and then lay it in the basket. So when you watch her today, the separation of all these teams is her. The damage that she does inside, the rebounding, and then you saw what she did, the versatility on defense. How many players can block shots with either hand?
She showed that she can do it. And I know about Moses Malone. Foe. We know all about that. Now, Stephanie, we all know about these primary players, these primary options that get the stats and get their names in the paper. However, there's some reserves that you noticed for Jackson State that stood out.
Absolutely. You had 5 girls for Jackson State score in double figures. Of course, Williams led the way. But Dariah Covington did a terrific job coming off the bench. She scored 13 points, and we're going to show you how she did it. Covington was so good at getting in the gut, finding the vulnerable spots of the defense. Right here, you see a near turnover, but she picks it up and hits the runner off the glass at the buzzer. I know you remember that shot. Covington showing her value and her worth. This is what every coach wants, a reliable player coming off the bench that can give you points when you need them.
Plenty of points in this one. She shot 50% from the field. They were knocking down threes, shooting 50%. They knocked down 7 of them. Not really the best three-point shooting team, but they were extremely efficient. And from the free throw line, they went to the line 38 times in this game, Stephanie.
Was James Harden playing for them?
They went to the line 38 times, knocked down 27 of them. On the other side for Grambling, 19 free throws, a big disparity in free throw shooting for this Jackson State team, Stephanie.
But you know, it's funny because Coach Reed talked to us about that. Remember, she said that she was concerned about turnovers and about free throw shooting. And she said as the season progressed with her team, she saw both of those numbers go the direction she wanted. The turnovers started to come down more consistently, and the free throw percentage started to rise. She said she's very happy with where they are. We saw evidence of that today.
Yes, we did. As Jackson State continues their winning ways, they've now won 9 straight. They go to 10-1 in the conference as they continue to win. And I like to call this right here the double figures right here. Grambling State, Jackson State continues part 2, the men's version. And this is all. I'm calling this in his honor, the Sekou Smith HBCU Showcase. That's what we're going to call it. That's what we're going to brand it. That's coming up momentarily. But hold up. Coach, what time is it?
Prime time, baby.
It is always prime time. The leader of men for Jackson State, the football team, he's joining us next. Trust me, baby, you do not want to miss what Coach Prime has to say. Basketball, football, of course, baseball. But when it came time to coaching, legendary career in Texas, 4 state championships, when this opportunity presented itself, what was so attractive about Jackson State and being a part of an HBCU?
Our people, the culture, the state that our country was in, the need, the the purpose, the passion, the hope, all of those played a significant role in my mind. And God spoke to me, and God whispers to me because I can hear him real clearly. He don't